to, choose my own topic, and I decided I was going to use this one. So I was going to use this particular topic because I felt that the issue of settling back home is a big deal. You don't know until when you are ready. Please, is my screen visible?
Yeah. The PowerPoint.
Okay.
Yeah, Google.
Yeah, it's visible, right?
Yes.
Yes, there.
Okay.
Just that you are not yet in. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it's visible.
Yeah.
It's okay now.
Yes,
So
sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. So the issue of resettling home is a big deal, but you don't know it until you are ready to make it. You don't know until you are ready to make it. You don't know until you are ready to make it. Then you begin to realize, oh, this is a big deal. It's a big deal. But before I even go on, thank you all for this opportunity. Thank you all so much for this opportunity. My gratitude to the organizers, as well as the executive of the Ghana Union, and whoever are involved in this particular movement and this particular day. Yeah, it's a great opportunity given me, and I really do appreciate. So my name is Philip Kwesi Odame Arthur. Philip Kwesi Odame Arthur, yeah, who is the past chairman of the AGIT, which is Association of Ghanaians in Thailand. So I held the position for one term and I handed over. Yeah, and I've stayed in Thailand for 9 years now, almost 9 years now, because as we talk now, today, about 9 years ago today, I was in Kenya processing my visa to be able to get to Thailand. When the journey had begun, it was so amazing. Yeah, it was so amazing. And I arrived in Thailand on the 18th of September 2016. And I've stayed in Thailand for all that while. Currently, I'm in Ghana, and I'm trying as much as possible to be able to establish myself back home. Yeah, and I may stay for a while. I may stay for a while before probably returning to Thailand again. But I don't know whether it will be to stay for teaching still or to probably do other businesses and stuff like that. But currently, I'm in Ghana. So it's a great opportunity, and I am very grateful. So this is me. Yeah, and the topic, please, Mr. Chairman, how many minutes or what is my time duration offered me so that I can work within the time?
We have until 8 or 8:15.
Okay, so okay, good. So which means at least you should be able to use like 45 or 50 minutes,
Yes.
so that in case there are any questions, yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Okay, so resettling back home. Yeah, resettling back home. That's our topic. So today we are giving useful tips on how to successfully repatriate home. Now, I must say that I do not claim any authority on the subject. I do not claim any specific authority, but I want to share something out of the little experience that I've had, coming home with a mindset of resettling, Okay, coming home with the mindset of resettling. Now, resettling can be a very difficult thing. It can really give you headache. Seriously, it can give you headache. Can give you serious headache. Yeah, because what am I going to do? What am I going to engage in? How is home, especially if you've stayed in Thailand for so long or stayed abroad for so long? How is it going to be like? I'm wondering what it's going to be like when I get home and all that. You don't know how the system has gotten to be and all that. It becomes kind of a headache, yeah, to you. So that is why I feel like it's an important topic for us to consider. Okay, it's an important topic for us to consider. So one thing I want you to also note, I want you to take note, okay, note well. Okay, NB, note well. One of my students, I told him NB means note well, and he was asking me, teacher, why is it note well? Because there's B. So what does the B represent? I just told him, hey, all I know is that NB means note well. So the teachers here, can you tell us what the B is in note well? So note well, okay. Note well is that this is not only for those who want to settle permanently home. It is not for only those who want to settle permanently home. It can be for someone who wants to come home just to establish a business and get back. Okay, just establish a business and get back. And we're going to talk about that. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Okay, very good. Once again, let me tell you, I'm not an expert on this. I'm going to share my experience and give you a few tips here and there for you to understand. Okay, very good. So now let's get straight into the subject. I'm going to give points here, and then I will expatiate on them. I'm going to give some points here, and I will expatiate on them. So please indulge me for the next, 40 minutes or so whilst I do this. Okay, very good. I believe this is being recorded, so at the end of the meeting, it can be also passed on to fellow members. Okay, and all of you, you are welcome. I'm sure I shared the message with other people who are even not in Thailand, and I hope that you'll be able to join, as well as even the other communities when it comes to the African community in Thailand. Okay, Grace, I see you there. Okay, thank you. Now, let us go on. Now, helpful strategies. First of all, let me go to helpful strategies. Okay. Now, one of it is preparation starts now. Preparation starts now. You don't have to wait. The moment you get to Thailand, whether you are there thinking that you will stay for long, or you are thinking that, oh, as for me, I'll just go back soon, please note this. Okay, note this, that preparations should start now. Don't wait. Make your preparations start now. Okay, once you are there, now begin to think about how to go back home. When you are ready to go back home, what are you going to do? You start preparing now. Maybe you just go to Thailand. Please start thinking about it, because you are not going to stay there for be mindful. You can never stay there forever. Okay, you can never. Though forever means that you could meet your end in Thailand, and that is for your forever. Because I know people who have passed away in Thailand. They never were able to return home. Okay, but in any case, prepare yourself as though you are definitely gonna return home. Prepare yourself as though you are definitely gonna prepare home. So the preparations you start now. Don't wait. Start preparing now. Start planning. Start thinking now. Okay, very good. So note that it's very, very important. Now, what do you want to go back to is the next question. What do you want to go back to? What do you want to go back to? So in your preparations, you begin to think about what you want to go back to. Maybe you've stayed in Thailand for more than a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or maybe 10 years. I know people who've stayed in Thailand for over 15 years, some over 20 years, people I know personally. Okay, very good. So, but sometimes what is their problem is, so if I'm going back home, what am I even going back to? They think about it. What am I going back to? Well, now, what you are going back to could be talking about family, talking about where you're going to stay, talking about friends, talking about the job or business you are going to do when you go back home. Okay, especially probably if you're a professional. Okay, if you're a professional. If you're a professional in the teaching field, it's a different story altogether. You've stayed abroad for over 10 years, 15 years. You've aged. Can you get back into the education system here? Okay, maybe to the mainstream to go and start working, or you're going to come establish your own school. Okay, so what are you going to go back to? Is it going to be business or some stuff? Okay, those are some of the things you could be considering. So what you have to do is to research and settle on that first. Research and settle on that first. Now, researching could mean that begin to listen to people, begin to listen to programs, begin to listen to other people who have repatriated home. You go on YouTube, there are a lot. Okay, there are a lot of people you can listen to. There are a lot of people you can begin to, consider them. Okay, you begin to consider them, and I can, of course, make a few recommendations here and there. Okay, with people like that. Okay, one of them is Obin Dako. Okay, one of them is Obin Dako. He's a guy you have to listen to when you are doing your research. Okay, on what to settle on to do back home. Okay, so you can listen to him, and other people read books as well. Okay, read books as well okay, on that matter. And then note that it doesn't have to be just one venture. You don't have to come home to settle on one venture. Seriously, if you put all your eggs in one basket, if the basket breaks, I mean, you'll be in trouble. So it is important you consider that you are not coming home to just one venture. You could do many other things. You could have your main thing and then do other things. Okay, you can have your main thing and do other things. For those of you who are Christians here, you know that in the Garden of Eden there were streams, many streams there. Okay, and I remember Masmoro used to teach on that and tell us that it meant that you are not supposed to just be on one stream of thing. Diversify, do other things. Okay, but that doesn't also mean that you don't have to master one thing and then expand it to other things. Okay, so think about that. We'll get into that. So think about that. Okay, so please, these are two things you have to consider strategically. Preparation start now, and then two, what do you want to go back home to? Research and settle on that first, and then note that it doesn't have to be just one venture. You can consider other things. Okay, very good. Now, three, concerning the helpful strategies, the third thing is, just a moment. Okay, I hope that I'm still there, live there. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the third thing will be, see if you can get someone of trust to start that business while you are away. See if you can get someone of trust to start that business with while you are away. Okay, if you can't find it, then keep saving that money, because I tell you, there's nothing as sweet as opportunity, okay, or chance, okay, meeting opportunity meeting preparation, opportunity or chance meeting preparations. Okay, so in case you are not sure who to trust to start a business back home for you or to start with and stuff like that, just save your money. Okay, just keep saving your money. Now we'll talk about this thing again. Okay, but just keep saving that money. Okay, so that once there's an opportunity, you're already prepared. Okay, once there's opportunity or there's a chance, you're already prepared with the money. I know people who have money, but they don't exactly know what to do. Okay, so when you have the money and at least something comes up, you know that I can put it here. It's better than to get that opportunity and not prepare with the money to be able to invest into it. Okay, somebody could come to you now and tell you, hey, there's this $1 million opportunity. You can invest here and get this amount of money. But what if you don't have that money at that time? People who have that money at that time will take advantage of it. So please, if you cannot, but try. There are family people, there are friends, okay? There are trusted friends, trusted business people and all that who you can find. Okay, don't think that it's all foregone. And as for Ghana, Uduzika Bobi, BBD, and all that kind of thing, there are still good people here. There definitely will be challenges. It's not going to be that smooth. There are going to be challenges, but I'm sure you can still find someone. But if you think you cannot, you are not sure, okay, please then save the money until the time comes that you are here to start something. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Still on helpful strategies. The fourth one is, at least before you get home, okay, a year or two before you finally move to your home country, be it Ghana, be it Uganda, be it Kenya, be it wherever, before at least a year to that, go visit home, or at least 2 years to that, go visit home. Okay, go and visit home. It is very, very important. You cannot just move your things and pack everything and say that, oh, as for me, I'm going to settle back home, when you are not even sure of what you have to do. Okay, when you are not even sure of what you have to do. So it is important to note this. Okay, it is important to know this. Okay, it is important to note this. It is very, very important. Don't just pack your things and say, I'm going home, I'm going to settle home. No, it will be wrong on your part. It will be a big mistake on your part. First of all, I'll demand or I'll ask you, visit home a year before or 2 years before, go home. And then why is it so? Why is it so? Now, the reasons why you need to visit home, at least, sorry, a moment. Okay, so I'm going to give reasons. Sorry, I'm going to give reasons as to why you need to do this. Why it is very important to visit home before you finally move your things. You pack your bag and baggages to return home. Now, why is this so? The first thing is you need to do that to realign yourself with things back home. Do not think that when you left Ghana or Kenya or Uganda or Nigeria 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, even 1 year, don't think that things are still the same. Things are not still the same. Things are not still the same as you left it. Okay? People have changed. The economy has changed. Probably governments have changed hands. Okay? And all these things affect, okay, the economy and what you have to do and why you're coming back. Okay? So please note it that these things can really affect your coming back. So you need to come back home and realign yourself with things back home. Okay? How are things going with family? How are things going with the business environment and all that? You need to get back home to check on that. Okay, so it is very important that you come back home first. Okay, very good, to realign yourself with how things are, your psyche and all that. Now, especially if you have been away for long. Yes, especially if you have been away for long. Okay, if you have been away for a long time, especially, then please, you need this. Then the next point is this. It helps you to survey the market you want to enter into. Now, maybe you've decided on what you want to do. Okay, it's important you come back home to, help yourself survey the market on the particular venture or that market you want to venture into. Okay, you need to come back home to survey it, to make sure that this thing that you want to get into, what are the challenges, what are the strategies you can use and all that to be able to enter into it. Okay, that will help you. Okay, just that surveying will help you. You need to ask questions around, find out from people how they are going about that business and all that. Now, you may have a certain mindset of where you are coming from and how to bring it into the system here. Okay, so it's important that you look at it from the angle of, the people back home. Okay, then you marry the two so you know how best to go about it. Okay, very good. Now, the next thing is see if you can start that business before you return. Now, once you come back home, okay, for that survey, for that visit to finally move home, see whatever business you have in mind. After you have realigned yourself with the things back home, after you have surveyed the market you want to enter into, try and see if you can start that business before you return. Can you start that business before you return? Do you have somebody you can trust? Okay, then if you're going to start that business before you return, then it means that you're going to spend a time here, maybe at least a month. So you could use your long vacation, okay, maybe in April, May, okay, in April, May to do that. Okay, that is the long. So the moment school vacates, you make sure at least you have at least about a month, okay, at least about a month. And then you are concentrated on that. Come home, check it out, use 1 week or two to survey and all that. And then maybe you can have some time to start a business and spend like a month extra to make sure that things are on course before you return. Now, you're returning this case because you know you're not going to stay too long and then you're going to return. That's why you are starting a business. Okay. But if you're not sure that there is anyone or there's no one who can handle for you, then please wait until you come back and then come and start it yourself. Okay. And there are certain businesses that you can start and leave and go. But we're going to talk about that. There are certain businesses you can start and leave, and then you know that whilst you're away, it can still go smoothly for you. There are some you don't even have to try at all, because if you leave it, by the time you come back, it may have really been turned into something else. Okay, very good. Even if it's with a person you trust, Okay, very good. Now let's carry on to the next, and know that is if there is someone trustworthy to help you with it. Okay, so that is if you know there is someone trustworthy to help you with it. Note that. Now let's go on. What are some of the recommended business? I'm going straight to the points because we don't have too much time. So what are some of the recommended businesses? Okay, what are some of the recommended businesses? Now, some of these recommended businesses will be farming. Okay, will be farming. Now, farming is booming in Ghana. If you are following the trend, farming is the deal here. And when it comes to Africa, farming is what we thrive with. In Africa, farming is what we thrive with. We have arable lands, okay, lands available. Especially in Ghana, we have lands available. And wherever you are planting, God has blessed our land so much that whatever you are planting, it's working, it's moving on smoothly. Okay, so farming is good. Now, The farming, you can look at agro farming, which is, I mean, food produce and all that, or you can look at aqua farming. Okay, you can go and get a land, 1 acre, 2 acre land, okay, outside Accra or outside the main cities. Okay, outside Accra, outside the main cities, and you can get people, which you can get people to farm those lands for you. Okay, you can grow what do you call it, cassava, which is going very, because cassava, it's vast. Cassava is vast. There are a lot of things you can do with cassava. Of course, you can do your popular gari. You can do starch. Which now we have industrial starch, which you can sell. Okay, and all that. Okay, then also so many other things. Okay, this the side of the cassava that, I mean, you peel off and all that. Those all things are things that you can use. Okay, very good. And then also you can look at maize. Okay, planting maize. Okay, these are things you plant, you need them, and then give it time, and then and then there is a aqua part of it. Okay, now the aqua is going into fishes. Okay, and then of course that fishes like tilapia, like catfish, okay, and all those ones. Okay, and of course there is the other part of maybe like piggery and maybe like animal husbandry, they call it. Okay, so you can talk about piggery, you can talk about, I mean, sheep rearing, you can talk about cow rearing and all those things, which will definitely make you money in the long run. Okay, and these are all long-term things. Okay, these are long-term stuff. Okay, very good. Then you could also look at rentals. Okay, you could also look at rentals. Okay, so when it comes to rentals, you're talking about renting out chairs, tables, and canopies, and then even cars. Okay, and then of course you can go into houses like Airbnb and all those rental stuff. Okay, so which means that, okay, so I didn't write it here, but I mean house rentals is part of it. Okay, housing rentals is part of it. So you can decide to even put up that one is even the most easiest and also less risky. Now, what happens is that you buy a land, you put up a building, and you can let the tenants pay the money directly into your account. And then you can also, on the other hand, when the tenants can pay directly to you, then you can contract someone to do regular visits to that rental, which is like a property management staff. Okay, maybe it can be individual, it can be a company, property, I mean, management company, who can then be checking up on the building and taking the monies, or they can pay directly to you, and then somebody is there to check regularly to make sure that the tenants are keeping the place all right. When the time for someone to move out and stuff like that, there's somebody to help to make sure that the room is okay and all that. You put out in Thailand, you have learned so much. Especially if you're in Thailand, you will learn so much about house rentals and rules and what do you call it, tenancy agreements, which are really good. Okay, I've adopted it myself since I came. I've adopted the style that we do in Thailand when it comes to renting out houses. Okay, at least I've stayed in houses for long. I've seen the rules they give you and the tenancy agreement and all that. You can apply it here. It works. Okay, I'm applying it. It works. Okay, very good. So those are other things you could look into. And the rental business is one of the hassle-free businesses you can engage in. It's one of the hassle-free business, because if you have chairs and tables, and also the or to account mama, or even the people who are come to pick and pay for you. And as long as you can get somebody, that one too, you need somebody to also check it for you. Okay, very good. Then you could also look at import and exports. Okay, you can look at import and export. And you are blessed. If you're in Thailand, you are blessed, because over there you can find good quality stuff. Okay, good. It can be t-shirts, it can be electronics, it can be shirts, it can be all those things which you can import from Thailand. Okay, when you're in Thailand, or export from Thailand when you're over there. Okay, when you're in Ghana, you can import. When you're over there, you can export. And that one you can also start even before you come home. You identify people you can give them to. Once it gets here, you let your cargo shipper, or whether your shipper supply it to those people, and then they pay your money to you. Okay, so you can do that. You can do that. Then what's next? Okay, so you can look at that. Then car washing bay. Okay, car washing bay. When I was coming, I bought a spray gun. All these things you can find it in Thailand. Okay, I bought a spray gun for car washing. Okay, for car washing, it's kind of really cheaper in Thailand. And I probably want to even start distributing it around now. Go to a few car washing day to see if they might be interested. Then I can import and give them the machine to sell to them. Okay. And then also you can do that. If you have a place you can identify, you can go there and then at least talk to the people, at least a place that is closer to the road and stuff like that. Okay. Then you do the car washing. Now remember, car washing is it's advantageous. Because when you're doing car washing, you're looking at two things. You can have a bar and then with a car washing together. So the car washing and then a bar or an eatery. Okay, the car washing, a bar, and an eatery. So people, when they come there, of course, when they come to park their cars to wash them, they don't just have to be sitting down bored. They can buy some drinks. They can buy some food to eat. Okay, you can add some music there, and then people would have fun over there whilst they're washing their cars and waiting. Okay, so that is a very good thing. I see a few car wash around, and you know when you go there and they are washing your car, you just go and sit down. There is nothing to offer you. Okay, so these are things that you can consider. Okay, very good. And you can do a fiada bosso over there. You can do a fiada bosso. Yeah, Friday evenings, people can come there and whilst they are washing their cars, they are chilling and some good music or live band going on, and people would want to even come there. Yeah, okay, very good. And then also, you can invest in other people's business. Now, this is it. You don't have the time, or you are not around, which is, I mean, talking about availability and distance. So you can identify people who are already into certain businesses, okay? Talk to them and invest in them, and they will give you a certain percentage. So then that means your money is working for you. Your money is working for you. So you can invest in other people's businesses. Approach them, somebody you know you can trust, invest some money. And now when you're doing that, that one is this. You would invest a little bit. Let's say maybe it's an investment of, let's say, 10,000 Ghana cedis. You start trusting the person with maybe about 5,000 Ghana cedis. Let the person give you certain results. Okay, let the person give you certain results. Once you see that the business is going on and things and it's giving you good returns and it's being honest with you and open to you, then you now put more. Okay, now you put more. Sometimes it may not be that the returns are coming immediately. But you see that the person is giving you proper accounting and showing you what he's doing with the money. You can then now reinvest, like you top up your investment, maybe to 7,000, then finally to the 10,000, so you can know what shares you are getting in that. Okay, so that one you need to strategize. Know that okay, if I'm investing 10,000 into the business, what is the percentage you are giving you? Okay, good. I'm getting maybe 10%. Okay, if I'm getting 10%, I'm going to invest that 10% over a year period. Okay, to go to a certain agreement. So once the person is being accountable to you and showing you what is going on and all that, then you add until you get to that 10,000, which gives you a 10% share in that company. Okay, very good. Please, like I said already, I'm not let's say a total expert on that, but you can get some wisdom in here and research more on that. Okay, and research more on that. Okay, finally, you could also invest in stocks. Okay, now that is a lazy man's approach. That one, there's no risk. Okay, especially if you identify the correct business, especially government institutions. Okay, or well-established, I mean, companies like MTN, like Vodafone, like what do you call it? Cocoa processing company, some of these gold companies and all that. You can find the right places like Goil and all those people. You can invest and then you can make good money from there. Relaxed. Okay, relax. But that is business that brings no risk to you. But maybe that money I told you can save, okay, because you've not found the right person to invest in, or find the right business to do, or find the right person to, I mean, start a business with, or to look over your business for you. That money, instead of just saving it and putting down in your Thai account, you can send that money home to invest in these stocks. Okay, you invest in these stocks. You can even buy, the easiest one is what the government shares, okay, or let's say what we call the bonds. Okay, you can do the bonds. Okay, or the normal one is 3 months, 6 months. I mean, shares you can buy. Okay, and put that. So that one is the those are the easy way out. Those are the easier way out. But if you're not sure, you can start with these ones. And most of them, like MTN, for instance, gives good returns. Okay, their interest rate is high. Okay, so within 6 months, if you invest, you can get a lot. Okay, within 6 months, and then you can continue like that. Okay, very good. So these are the things that are the recommended businesses for you. and things that you can do. All these are businesses. Whether you're investing in stocks, you're investing in other people, car washing, import and export, rentals, farming. These are all things that businesses I can recommend for you to do. Okay, very good. Now, this before I carry on with before you go home finally, one thing that I want to make clear here is this. Please note it. I did not bring it as a point, but please note it very well. It's important. Very, very, very important that you know this. I've been home recently, and before I came home, like I said, one person I've been listening to is Obeying Dako, and he has helped me a lot. The mistake that diasporians do is that coming home and thinking that they've got money so they can just push into the system. It's a big mistake. Now, you're coming home, you want to start a business. Let's say you want to open a bar, or maybe you want to open, let's say, a provision shop. Instead of you going to rent a whole store, okay, and then stocking it. Let's say you live maybe in let's say Wija. Okay, that's where I stay. So you live in Wija, and then you go and rent a big shop. You have the money, you think you can do it. Oh, it's just money. Then you take a big shop. Maybe the shop itself is taking about 40 to 50% of your capital. And then you also come and stock it with so many things, thinking that, oh, it will go. And then you employ people, and then they'll be stealing from you and all that. Note this. When you are coming from abroad, you were not working for yourself. Most of us, let me say, about 90% of us are not working for ourselves, because mostly Africans, when we travel out there, a few people open businesses. Like, especially in Thailand, those who have their, let's say, their companies, shipping companies, okay, they've opened their own businesses. Such people, when they are coming home to do a business, they understand business things already. So it's easier for them to start paying. But you are not sure, you've been working and they pay you. They are paying you monthly salary. And then you come and open this. You don't even have some business acumen and stuff like that. But you still want to go big time and go and invest. And then you don't even understand business. You don't understand the intricacies of business and all that. So you do that, and then the thing will crash, and you're like, Ghana, you only be and I'm comfortable. And then you say all these things because you did not take your time. You didn't wise up. You did not research. You did not listen. Okay. So what I'll advise is this: if you're coming home like that, what you need to do is this. Okay, whatever business you are going into, start small. Start small. Start small. Now, when I got home, I have started rental business aside other business I'm doing. Okay, I have started a rental business. Now, I started even before coming, like about 6 months before I traveled. I started. Okay, I got somebody who I could trust, and so I bought some few chairs and tables for the person to start with over that. Okay, so with time, when I came, I'm expanding. People have rented it for programs, and I realized that, okay, some of the tables I've been bought are not of good quality. Okay, now some of the things that so some of the things that I bought may not even be really important in the area that I am. Okay, people are looking for certain particular kind of stuff. So now, supposing that I just bought everything, okay, that I thought that people would want, and then I brought them here. Then you came and you realize that in this area, people don't even need those things in this area. So what do? Okay, so why don't you start small, buy a few things, and then when people are coming, the customers will tell you the things that they need. The customers will tell you the things that they need. The customers themselves will tell you. So this one will come. Oh, please, I want to rent a canopy. Do you have the pointed one? I want to rent a canopy. I want a white. Do you have a white one? Oh, I want to rent a canopy. So maybe you went to buy canopies with only black. Like polyester over them. Okay, or black. Then you bought only black. Then you realize, oh, people don't even want the black. They rather want white. Oh, they won't want even the black. They rather want red. So you spent money for nothing. So you start small. Now, I also started aqua business. I'm into catfish now. I had money to have gone straight into 1,000 pieces. But you know what? I started with only 100. And that 100, I've learned so much because taking care of them begins to bring the challenges in handling catfishes. So I know it. Okay. Now, supposing I bought 1,000, the challenges would have overwhelmed me and I would have lost a lot. And I'll say, this one is not even a good business. And I'll just move on to something else and try like that. Okay. Or I've just lost money. Okay. So I've learned over a month. Before now, I added more. And I'm still expanding. Tomorrow, I'm even buying another set. Okay. And expanding. By the time you realize I have 1,000 with wisdom. And so now, because I was able to handle 100 well, now I'm able to handle what? 10,000. Now I'm able to handle 1,000. I'm able to, then I'm expanding. That is how it works. Okay, that's how it works. So you see, that's why I say that you cannot just keep your eggs in one basket. So I'm diversifying. Okay, I'm diversifying. And also the other thing when it comes to also setting home is also trying to understand that business circle that you are entering into. Okay, understand that business. Talk to people. I mean, cast your mind abroad. I mean, wide. Okay, so you can talk to people. You know what people are doing. You know how they are going about their business. If it's possible to join associations and all that, do that. Okay, it will help you to be able to, get into that system very well. Okay, get into that system very well. So please note this. Okay, 2 things I've said here, which are very important. Do not just throw your money into the business that you don't understand. Because with being abroad, you are being paid. You are not into business. Most of us, we're not into business, we're being paid. So now you want to turn an entrepreneur. You cannot be a successful entrepreneur overnight. It is something that takes time and you build into it. Okay, something that takes time and you build into it. Okay, very good. And then the next thing that I want to say, this thing, okay, I thought I wrote to just escape one. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so the other thing is that do not think that because you have the money, you can just throw the money there and then just get into it and go. Okay, so please note it very well. Yeah, Kevi, can I please have the pen? Sorry, Kevi, you can have a pen. I think there's a pen here. Yeah, on the table there, just in front of you on the side. Yeah, thank you. Okay, sorry guys, I just want to note something. Just lest I forget again. Okay, so please let's note these things. Let's note this. It's something I needed to say, but it's escaped my mind. I'll come up and then So please let's note this. These are things that are very, very important that we need to note. Okay, very, very important for us to note. Okay, very good. I'll be concluding very soon. Sorry. Okay, very good. Then now before you go home finally, what do you have to think of? 1, think about accommodation. 2, think about mobility. 3, think about building up your psyche. Okay, these 3 things are very, very, very important. Accommodation, where are you going to stay? Do you have your own house or are you going to rent? Now, if you have your own house, that is easy, because then you don't have a problem with landlords and also the little money you've come to invest, using that one to pay for rents. Now, I am blessed that at least I had a place that I could stay, my family house, so there's no problem with rental and stuff like that. Okay, so that was a plus for me. But if you don't, and then you are going to rent, then make sure that you have at least enough for that. Okay, very good. Okay, sorry, noting something. Okay, good. So note that. Okay, good. So now, in the preparations, one thing you should know is prepare enough. Okay, for a certain period. Okay. Now, coming home, I knew that I had a window, okay, of months, like at least 6 months. I had a family back home, okay, my kids. So I needed to make sure that at least for the next 6 months, okay, that I am going to be here without receiving salary. At least I make sure that that 6 months is covered with their school fees and their feeding fee and stuff, and their upkeep and stuff. So that for the next 6 months until my business takes over. Okay, good. This thing I've noted. Okay, let me bring it up now. So oh, why this thing comes and keeps going off? Okay, it'll come again. So until the next time, okay, when now my business is taking over, maybe after 6 months, okay, good, long term, okay, very good. Okay, 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 good. I remember now. Okay, good. Before my business takes over, I know that I'll have enough money for that period. 6 months to 1 year is good. Then it means that, please note this, I want you to see that earlier. There should be a short term, medium term to long term plan. A short term, medium term to long term plan. For me, my long term was the rentals, because I'm renting out and then I'm going to expand it to events. Okay, I want to go into events. Okay, I want to go into events. That's my long term. Now, my short to medium term was my short to medium term. Okay, my short to medium term is the aqua business I'm going to, because that one I need to get into it, and then at least 6 months I can begin to sell what I have. And then the short term was a few importations I had to do from Thailand to be able to sell and get some money on me. Okay, so that at least I can get going with that. So please note it. Plan for short term, short to medium term, and then medium to what? Long term. Okay, so please, these three things are very important. Okay, it's part of the planning to settle back home. Okay, so I should have got it that earlier, but it escaped me, so I'm bringing it that now. Okay, good. And then what I'm saying was also preparing yourself for at least a certain period, a certain window. In business, it has a name. In business, okay, it has a name in business. That when you start a business, you need at least about 6 to 1 year that you are prepared yourself to pay for your maybe your rental, your office rental or something like that, and to pay for your office, staff, and also to pay for your staff, okay, for the staff you're going to use, okay. So there's a name for it in business. Excuse me a bit. So please, that one is important. So then, when your accommodation is covered for at least a year, normally in Ghana you rent a house for a year, okay. So make sure like at least you're taking 2 years. It's all because business is not easy to go into business, and then 1 year you are getting what you call investment returns. Okay, so at least 2 years pay for your rent. Okay, if you don't have your own place to live. Okay, good. Then think about mobility. Get a car if it's possible, but if it is not possible, don't worry. Get into the system. Before you travel, maybe you were riding trotro. Don't remember you who have been saying like seminar with your no, don't worry. Don't worry, just come, integrate yourself into the system back. Don't want to be because if you are butcher, please, no, sure be. Some people came from abroad, they came with their big cars and stuff like that. It's okay, don't worry about them. You have your who will need that. So you have something in your mind, you have something you are planning for. So don't come and show off. Just come, get me the same trotro, so far, full trotro. Me, I take trotro. Okay, I take trotro. It's okay. Don't worry. That's what you were in before you travel. You can say, you are not different from them. Get into the system. But you know you have a certain aim. Okay, you have a certain agenda. You know where you are going. So you don't worry about what people will say and all that. Don't worry about that. Okay, so it's okay to follow your trotro and then take your public transport and just go. Okay, that's the public transport. Tuk-tuk, we call it in Thailand and all that. It's okay. Just get into your tuk-tuk and still join. In Thailand, we still take tuk-tuk. In Thailand, how many of us have cars? But of course, it's easier. Going mobile there, moving around there is a bit easier. Yeah, because you can get your train and all that. Yeah, it's okay. But if you don't have it, it's okay. Because you are building a business. Who is carrying a car? Now, they know I can change. In 3 days. Now, and you have come to settle. So when you have come to settle, it's not like, oh, banner 3 days, 4 days, no, back, no, this time you have come to settle. So you have come to settle, there's nowhere going. You organize yourself, you move, well. And when it comes to mobility, let me add this. So why you doing so bad now? And she said, when you have decided to come and stay, it's not like when you have come to just visit and go back. So when you come back like that, please don't be moving around, visiting friends and going here and going there and going now. Because you have come to settle, you have time. If you have, since I came home, if I'm moving out, I move out strategically. It's either bringing me some business or I'm visiting maybe a family member important that I have to go to the person. If not, I'm not going anywhere. I'm at home. I'm building my business at home. If I move out, it's because I'm moving on business purposes. Yeah, I feel I'm boss hey and all that because I've come home to settle. I need and tell you the truth. Now most of them you come and they are doing better than you. Oh, no, my friend, but I won't send him away now. Oh, madam, won't send him away. You'll be surprised when you come home, the kind of things they are doing here. Big stuff things, big stuff they are doing here. Big stuff. So when you come home, it's settling. If you are settling, then please settle. Make up your mind you are settling. So you are not going to give yourself some time. At least by 6 months, 1 year, be enough for settle. And feel once you are settled, say, oh, pray, oh, so oh, be from oh, no matter so about numbers, oh, my baby can't call it. You know, but she never be so. As I say, do get your business going. Get your business going before now you start going to friends and say hey and all those things. Those things are there. They catch you. Those same people who know about some the boga wa bana fire P Ghana so the fire P who na boka and this is Thailand that you now check or when we go out we are sharing the bill. In Ghana when you know you have come out from abroad, most of them, not all of them anyway. Nowadays people have changed, have a certain mindset, changing that's mindset. But most of them, when you go out, they know that oh, boga, you have come from abroad, so you are going to pay. Okay, so by the time you realize the money is finished, and those same people will be laughing at you. Those same people will be laughing at you, I tell you. Thank you, Vincent. Those same people will be laughing at you if the money finishes. These same people will laugh at you. So please take your time. Okay, don't be moving about. Just like settle your business first before now you start. If you want to visit friends, they are always there for you. They are always there for you. I don't go to funerals. Today, a very good friend of mine, a guy who was working with me and for me when the father died, I was supposed to go to the funeral. I'm like, no, I cannot go. At least let me support you. That money that I will take to the funeral, let me rather give it to you. Okay, and then you go. So I'm not involved myself too much in home affairs and all those things. Now, only has one called Eddie. Into the father say, what about Zumba? You have come, but you have not come. Direct translation. So please note that. Okay, good. Now, the last one is build your psyche. Build up your psyche. Please, it is the most important thing. Build up your psyche before you come home. Build up your psyche. Listen to Obin academics. Listen to other people, okay, on how to get home. Note that when you are coming home, people have a different mentality about people who have traveled abroad and come. People have a way of dealing with people who have come from abroad and all that, okay? And people lifestyle. When you check my YouTube, my Christony account, I have a what do you call it, TikTok account for it. And the other time I was doing a DIY. I wanted a carpenter to come and do some TV stand I saw, and the guy, I wasn't finding anybody. Not that I don't have the money. I'm building my kitchen. Not that I don't have the money, but for people to even come and work for today, tomorrow they'll come and touch it, and then you pay the part of the money. Then they'll go, they'll not come back. So now listen, if you are coming back home and all these things are going to frustrate you, man, you will die early. So make up your mind that coming to Ghana, you are relaxed. Our people operate differently. And to say abuchi, or because someone are profo, they have a different mindset of how things are done back home. Don't come and think that you can change the system immediately. Relax. Afro be on buy it. Mama, China 1 hour later, no we done 1 hour. Or Frewa, oh, Nabra, me buy a uni house. That's my 1 hour. Oh, 1 hour pay. I can't just 1 hour pay alcohol. You know, 1 hour pay watching now. Why for Twitter? We done a hoko. Oh, but so chamber. These are, and sometimes not them. Now, remember, over faculty, you will feel all about the fact to be from traffic near the idea. Sometimes all these things count. Come into it. Okay, all these things count and come into it. And you know, and so we know about papa when you come home dealing with your own fellow Ghanaians, dealing with your own fellow Africans. Okay, because it's a different mindset, it's a different environment, and all that. You have gone to a different, you've seen it differently. You have not had that opportunity. So please, your wife didn't say, "Ubetsna now be nyabutre," and yes, you get frustrated and you run away. You say, "Oh, Ghana crowd, there's nothing that works here." Okay, that's what you say, but it's not like that. Okay, so please note it. Please note it. Yes, sir. So please build up your psyche. Why are you so overfeed? Build up your psyche, make up your mind that no matter what, you're going to stay and you're going to make it. No matter what you're going to stay, you're going to make it. Okay, very good. Now, that notwithstanding, you can also, I said that you coming home a year or two before, okay, at least you know exactly what to bring. Even at least back, if you say you enjoyed it so much, you can pack them, give it to a shipper to bring them to before you integrate to the system. At least you have those things. When you say, of course, you cannot bring cow from Thailand and papaya salad, but at least you can bring a few things that you can get from the shops that you use. Me, I try to bring some pomade that I like. Yeah, I like. Thank you, Jackson. I some pomade and some hairdo stuff and stuff like. And you might be tea. I be toss marketing. It's son I met take it. Okay, how come we do and we do now. Kakra de betwitwe twa ho kosi se obi hu se okay we meet me to do ha we na me use Thailand meet me to do we na me use we meet me to do ha na me use America na me use London meet me to ha. There are shops here that are getting things from these places, okay, coming in now. I went to Melcom has totally changed. You enter Melcom now, okay, it's just like entering Big C. Okay, it's just like entering Big C in Thailand. If you're in Thailand, okay, just like entering Big C and the kind of things you find. Okay, so there are things, but they be not you go to talk a crab. And son of integrate into the system. Okay, wait, how many now you don't have to import it again, or you don't have to bring it from Thailand. Okay, so that is important to get a few things for yourself before you come. So all these are part of the psyche you need to build up. All these are part of the psyche you need to build up. I hope that I'm sharing well. So like I said, if you can't find it, then keep saving that money. If you can't find it, then keep saving that money. It is very, very important. Very, very important. I hope that I have touched on the most important things. I cannot cover it all because of our time and all that. Yeah. And I wanted to talk about making money on TikTok, but because of our time, maybe I'll talk to Uncle Steven. We will look at it next time. But please, I will share my TikTok with Uncle Steven. Where you can go to. Please, you can follow me on TikTok, and I can give you helpful tips. You know that you can make money on TikTok. Even by watching videos, by watching people's videos, you can make some money, okay? And then especially in your region, okay? Especially in your region, the region that we are in Thailand, okay? You can make a lot of money from that region. If you're in Ghana, it's different. If you are from the region of Thailand, it's also different. One thing you should note, okay, you may be all Thailand, it's cheaper as in Africa. I remember my Microsoft account. Let me try say maybe with my Ghana account. It's kind of so but when I use my Thailand account, you say it's cheaper. They give it differently to us. Okay, they give it differently to us. You know, please, all these are things we can note. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then I'll open the door, and then in case anyone has something to share, or to some questions to ask or something to share in addition, why not? And then we can all share, and then yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. So Uncle Steve. Yeah, so are you going to wait for the questions, please? So,
yeah, well, two people or more raise your hand. But before then, Chairman, thank you so much. That's all I'll say. Thank you so much. The experience and all the information you've given, it's wonderful. Without wasting much time. You do all. That's what somebody say. Say challenge. I do believe that next time it won't take long. I know your time it's really busy. You will come again, and we will definitely see you once more. But then the questions are also coming. Miss Osaya Brefi, please, you raise your hand. Go ahead and talk.
Ma'am, good evening. Director, that was it. But Udini Christoni na Udin December to Adaroma.
Philip.
Director Philip, that's it. Number two, some also 9 years. Ghana, where how many years to Adaroma?
Pacho, me back Ghana just about 4 months, Annie. It's about 4 months, Annie.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Or for 20 years. I mean, my dream, she would be saying it's a bab wire because a bab wire say in a form of questions and answers. And necessarily on my talk here, come idea, but ukɔduru fie ayɛ relax kakra ba sɛ bo kwa sɛ hotel odwen 90 days ho odwen school September sɛ ɛbɛfa na ayɛ nsa afa no nti sɛ no ebi akwɛhyɛ mo kɔ obi sa na afiri ne tirim nti adam sɛ mo mayɛ 1 hour yɛ ne wɔ Ghana fo na mafrɛ yɛ sɛ mo pɛ sɛ mo boa yɛ ne ba Ghana yɛbɛtena fie a ɛho tɔ yɛ nti no sɛ bi sɛ mo discuss hours no sɛ 1 hour na ɛnɛ ebi a de 3 months na use de 3 weeks na ya ɛnɛ every day bia ne 30 minutes for the speaker na 30 minutes for audience ne yɛ release your stress ne aka ade bia sɛ mo yɛbɛka ne bia na mfa kwam no wakyerɛ yɛn ɛna m sɛ tu kan wo de Yakopɔn wa sɛ wɔ fa wɔ family house fine ɛna me giri sɛ me mom de yɛ mu be say no ɛnyɛ coming back home ɛna the next step going forward to Europe ɛna the next step into Adaroma sɛ resettling no sɛ ina obɛkyerɛ no wabɛkyerɛ no ɛkwan a wokɔ yɛ ɔfa so minim sɛ bi so mba na sɛ mtie lady wɔ so ofri Canada na abɛtena Ghana or the 6 months ɔba wa anya adwuma for 6 months then sɛ no ka sɛ nye survey no do bɛyɛ survey ɛna ohun sɛ we na bɛboa nti sɛ ɛgyamba boa yɛ anya 1 day ade ɛna ayɛ sɛ open ntɛm nti no o ka sɛ ebi wɔ kwa no wɔ so afiri so nti sɛ bɛyɛ so yɛ sɛ bi de kyempɛ 30 na sɛ 3 weeks dia no abɛkyerɛ sɛ wo kɔɔyɛ no number of days ad go na so no akɔwura ɛman ni mu ɛna wo kyerɛ de ɛkɔ so ɛkwan afa so kɔyɛ establishment ne ɛso ɛpɛsɛ bi a ɛpɛsɛ ɛkɔ UK hu sɛ oh sɛ Ghana kora no kwa sɛ Ghana ya mpa twa da roma me sɛ o mi sɛ na sɛ mpa twa me sɛ me resisi me land city me resisi me sɛ o me enti mpa twa na wabɛkyerɛ ɛkwan a wo fa so kɔɔyɛ no wo start yɛ de ɛboa wo any area I want to quite so baby and has say be a baby American saying 1 hour sano. A biansa make us say money into my time no my more discussing this time, Madam.
My arena menchawano because of time. Na me pese me chire mu say process no a idea koswa obesamba. That is what I was trying to tell you. Sebeya obete asiena next time. Why expect more to come? Pacho menchawano say time in tia. Okay, me that's it. A foot recommendation out the buy, which is really good, and I'm going to talk to Papa, any other members, almost also boy, any organizers, to bring it back again. So they are also so the 3 more, and I say when you had a Musa question, no, also bet me ebusa in the next round. No, thank you so much, Mr. Adams. Go ahead. So, question be and answer contribution.
All right. Good evening, everyone. And the meeting, is very insightful, and we all appreciate Senior Man. God richly bless you and bless whatever you start back home and make it huge. We have 2 questions. First one has to do with business-wise. Even though one can TikTok Nasem, but I would love to just ask you just a little bit. But let me start with the business-wise. For example, you talk about say me survey all right, but this has been something I've been surveying from the day one. I'm a say. For example, there was a point I was considering